Yeah, he pops up on all my stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's just out there. I don't know.
Do you like him as a DJ as well?
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I just.
Yeah.
Did you go live?
Yeah.
Oh, you did, didn't you?
Am I sitting too? Oh no, you're perfect.
I was going to ask you to turn the music up, and then remember, we don't have music anymore!
That's what we all sit on.
I know.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Good. That black and white, what's that on?
Yeah.
Is that canvas?
Yeah, it's on the canvas.
It is.
Yeah.
That's it. Oh, yeah, from Peterborough.
Yeah.
Kind of good.
It is pretty nice.
I sort of like it.
When did it get?
No. I had to throw away a black and white one time off my fence.
Oh yeah.
After 5 years, it was starting to crumble.
That's not bad though.
That's pretty darn good. I was amazed to tell you the truth. But I went through them the other day, and there were two that were pretty pathetic. So they're the round finally.
Are you going to start coming to Peterborough with us?
I wish I could, but Thursday night just went through.
Friday, we're going to see the Bad Plus.
Oh, yeah.
You like jazz?
No. Well, I like some jazz.
I just trying to multitask and sure that you know what it is.
Okay. Yeah, it's a nice one.
What's it on?
That's on canvas too.
Is it canvas?
Yeah.
I don't dare bid on anything that's on heavy wood because my fence is
We'll deliver.
No, it's
I mean,
the
honestly, we'll reinforce your fence if you want.
It's actually,
I'll do that.
it's a pretty good fence. I just don't want to.
Oh no. Rich, did I get paint on me?
What do you mean?
Did I get paint on me?
What color?
It's black.
I don't see it.
Oh, perfect. What? Did you say yes?
But I don't see it.
Oh. Oh, I did good. Hi.
9. When it ends. Yeah. 7 to 9. How did they
Okay.
Yeah.
So, actually, we're live. Should I just get everyone to come up and explain everything? All right. So it is. Oh, do this. Okay. So it is Wednesday at 7:00, and we're at the Rumble. We are live to YouTube and Facebook. So if you could be a dear and share on the
Oh, not if you're sure. If you're sure, you instantly become a god.
So yeah, sharing the live feed, either YouTube or Facebook, you can hit share. Just the more people that see the beautiful artwork being made, the better. Rich, I love your little boy there. He's very cute. He's cute. Little cowboy.
And if you can write a 5-star review on Google, that would
Also,
also help.
that you can write a 5-star review. Also, you can read Rich's book and give him a 5-star review there. Well, we're asking for this. On Audible too. Okay, so I'm going to begin with the land acknowledgement. The Creator gifted us with this land that we are blessed to share and care for together. We acknowledge that the land we gather on, Mohkinstsis, is the ancestral territory of the Siksika Sitipi, the Siksika, the Kainai, the Pikani, and the Amskapi Pikani. We acknowledge all the Treaty 7 signatories, including the Tsutena people, as well as the Ayarhe Nakota nations, Bearspaw, Chiniki, and Wesley. This land is also home of Métis Nation Region 3 and all others who call this place home. Thank you so much for joining us, either corporeally or virtually online.
Or is it ghost?
Or as a ghost. Yeah, everyone here is welcome. It's like there's lots of things going on in here. Like at night, whenever it goes home, you can feel lots of stuff, but it's all good stuff. Except for when the mice try to eat the all oil thing. Okay. So this is Rumble 527. And we're just spinning the wheel here for the 527th time. And we're going to get some piece of inspiration. And then I'm going to get some art up on the event page, which is on Facebook, Rumble 527. And I don't know. Okay. First piece of inspiration from Big Bird. There's Bob Hope. Hold on.
Did you
It-
see Bob Hope?
It had started years earlier in Hollywood. In 1976, I'd been booked on a Bob Hope special and was very excited to do a gig with one of America's most famous comedians. When I met Bob in his dressing room, it was obvious that he had never heard of Big Bird. Bob's writers had requested Kermit the Frog, but he wasn't available because of Jim Henson's busy schedule. The Muppets offered Big Bird as an alternative. Gig Henry, one of Bob's writers, felt the bird might work out, so I was booked. When I read the script, I found that the jokes they had written were mostly Chicken and Colonel Sanders jokes, typical for Big Bird in Hollywood. I thought of something better. When Bob Hope walked onto the stage for his warm-up, the bird was waiting for him. Bob saw the 8-foot yellow bird on stage and completely forgot what he was going to say. He pointed at the bird and said, "Wow, look at that." Big Bird looked at him and said, "I thought I had a funny-looking beak." Bob burst out into great guffaws of laughter. He loves jokes about his nose. They're one of his trademarks. So I really got him with that one. I followed up with, "Gosh, I didn't know you'd be so short." He roared at that one too. He stepped up close to the bird and said, "Where are you in there, kid? Hey, open with those lines. They're funnier than our stuff." My visit on his show was a big hit, and we went home in triumph. After the show, he wrote me a simple letter that said, "Hey kid, you were very funny. You really made me laugh." And he signed it warmly, Bob Hope. The whole thing had been a delightful experience, but I thought it was nothing more than a funny little moment in my Big Bird career. Little did I know that the joke about Bob Hope's nose would take me halfway around the world. Fun! That was when you went to China. I should just sit here and read the Big Bird book. Hi, Dusty. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Hey, well, are those new glasses?
They are.
They're really cute. They're really nice. Okay, I'm good. Sorry, I'm gonna do.
Hello.
Second piece of inspiration comes to us. Hi.
Hello.
From Yoko Ono, travel piece. Make a key, find a lock that fits it. You find it, burn the house that it's attached to. Yoko, I don't know about that one. And the last one's from Berlinghetti.
Did you read that one last week?
No, the last week was clouds. Or something. Okay. A Coney Island state of mind. Peacocks walked under the night trees in the lost moonlight when I went out looking for love that night. A ring dove cooed in a cove. A cloche tolled twice, once for the birth and once for the death of love that night. Oh. That's nice. Walking at night. So here we go.
Big Bird and Bob Hope make a key and find the lock, and peacocks walking into the moon. We're gonna make
Forgot
our.
about burning the house down.
I know I was avoiding that part. I don't want to incite any scary things happening.
So
And then 3 houses got burnt down, and it's because Jessica read this poem by Yoko Ono from the
after
60s.
months of prizing your these cozies, we finally dish towels. We
Oh
finally-
my gosh, I couldn't bring myself to use your dish towels because they're so beautiful. And then finally I used them. I was like, Rich, these are the best tea towels I've ever used. Why wasn't I using them? And Rich is like, oh my.
See, you keep using them, and if you wear them out, you'll get another set.
Yay! That's actually a way better idea than being too scared to use them.
I was gonna say, if you never use them and they never wear out, you'll never get another set.
Yeah. Okay, people at home, I'm gonna do some work, so you
did
just
not
watch Rich
want
paint.
to have a chance of losing her jewelry. So she locked them in a safe and never ever wore her jewelry. And then 2 shitheads in Canyon Meadows broke into my parents' house
And stole it.
and stole the whole safe.
Yep.
And her biggest regret
Was never having one.
was not wearing.
Life's too short. More tea towels and a set of napkins.
That's so fun! Opening
20 each.
Okay, perfect. I will put. Oh, you put nice pictures up. Should I put it on the event page? I'll take those pictures.
Yeah.
Beautiful. That's very nice. This is one of the good stuff. Oh
That is just so awesome. I love it. It's a drawer front.
no! I know. All of the parts. Friend Diane is I think this open bar. It's this really beautiful solid wood.
I might, when I redo my kitchen, I might have to use it. I might have to
Do you want some more of those boards?
right? Yeah.
Dusty, do you want more of those boards?
Thank you. And I gotta run because I gotta get all the way down to southeast before 8 o'clock. Okay, sure. Good luck. Good to see you. Good to see you too. I'll see you soon. Do you? That was from last room. Is it okay? I'll just like. I'll put it
Okay. Yeah, you're right. I was gonna hit play on the record player. I forgot. Steve's there. We got 6 people watching. That's so nice.
Who are they?
I don't know. It just says
Say
6 people.
hello.
Hi, people.
Ask them if they'll share the link.
Okay. So I'm gonna find
Can you pass me a pin?
a pin. Pinna?
Somewhere.
Pinna. Oh, Kelly's here. I'll let her in. This one?
Hi.
Right.
I forgot to put the pictures of the bears up today on the discussion page. Yes? Oh. Hello?
Put up. Work on the event page. Where did I find it? I don't know. Yeah. Oh yes, there's that lovely picture. We'll do the first one. What would you like to put your minimum bid for the girl on the bridge?
What?
What would you like your opening bid to be?
$5.
Is that one on the nice paper or the canvas?
Canvas sheets.
It's canvas, yeah. They're like just like prime form.
Unstretched.
Unstretched canvas, yeah.
It's a little more formal than unstretched canvas. Unstretched canvas is
When
kind
I
of
put
like
on S, it said unstressed.
unstressed canvas.
It is not stressed.
Yeah. Give it some time.
Give it some time.
Well, and that's kind of part of the thing about stretch canvas is you're stressing. Straight time.
Oh, nice.
Nice what?
Randy sent a watercolor pastel piece to Anne Christine to put up, and she posted it. Man, that's so awesome. Okay. So many things. All of them good.
Do you when you're using a brush, use the bristles the way they're supposed to go? I know that sounds like a stupid question, but
It doesn't tell us.
do you ever not use the bristles the way they're supposed to go and think, oh, I've only got so much of that left in this brush, right?
Like when you push against the grain kind of thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like these bristles are nice. Do I really want to be treating this brush this way? But right now, I need this brush to do this thing, and I like how this is working. And I'll get another brush soon. Or, do you have those thoughts?
I haven't worked in acrylic in a while, but yeah, I totally. If it's giving me the desired effect, it's gonna like kill the brush.
Like with brush dyes.
Yeah. And I used to be really anal about that at school, but now I'm like, you know what? They're getting the desired effect. Like, there will be more
Brush
brushes.
down on the same page.
Yeah.
It's like this is a nice brush, but
This is a nicer painting.
right now the painting matters so much.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that's how it should be.
Yeah, you know, I to some extent have Elijah to thank for that. Elijah was pretty like ruthless with his paint supplies. Helping reduce that.
Yeah. No, it's important.
You probably helped me too in the sense that you don't seem to have a problem with me being nice fit.
I love art supply shopping. Hi. Have you guys been in before?
Oh, I am.
Oh yeah, you have. Sorry, I'm like, nice to see you.
My brother and
Awesome.
I was wondering if I could eat in here.
Oh my gosh. Yes, you can
Yeah.
eat in here. There's probably paper towels floating around, and there's a sink over there if you want water or tea. Tea or anything. Yeah, you're welcome. And feel free, there's tables stacked and stuff. Feel free to take tables out or move them around or anything.
Awesome.
Yeah. Nice to see you guys. Huh? Oh, no, I don't think so. Yellow.
Do you know what I just said?
What?
Do you know what I just said?
Said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I said.
You asked if you knew about
That's as far as I remember. Didn't figure it out.
No, because I'm here. When you yell at them.
Hey, Jess, can you hear me?
No, I don't. It's also fine if you don't want to just laugh. It's a no.
You guys hear me? Hello? 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 Yes.
Kelly, do you want to try talking now?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm gonna turn the volume up.
Hey,
How about now?
can you hear me?
Is there any weird feedback happening?
Nope. Hey, Jess,
Hi.
I didn't put the stuff up for sale, like up on the page.
Oh, it's okay. I can put it up. That's no stress.
Okay. I've been having the last rough couple of days.
Oh no. It's okay. You don't need to stress.
Well, no, it's not from the bears. I had a gambling addiction, and yesterday I slipped after 14 years.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kelly.
So it's hard.
Are you? Yeah, you just gotta take care of you. You don't need to stress. Just like don't add any extra stress.
Yeah, I know. It's just
On your-
that. Also, today was the anniversary that Harley passed away too.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So it's been a rough couple 2 days. But other than that, I'm trying to get through it. So
Yeah, no, that's okay. I hope you're okay, and just take it easy and have a nice night. Are you making some art tonight?
yeah, I'm making a red panda.
Oh, that's cute. That's a really nice thing.
So
That's really nice. Kelly.
like a lot of people say, addiction is lots. So I-
Yeah. I'm really sorry, Kelly.
yeah, well, it happens. So I just, like my friend says, you dust yourself off and get
Yeah.
back up on the horse.
It's a fresh day.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. Got a fresh start every day.
Yep.
That's nice.
Okay, I'll continue doing some art.
Awesome. And I see Theo's making some beautiful work, and Galen's here. We can't. We don't,
Use the body.
we don't have space for any more bodies, Galen.
It's just the head. Actually, it's just the head. Not the whole body.
Like you did.
I dug it up.
Oh my gosh, it smells delicious.
Cannibalism.
Man, we're like talking about burning down houses tonight. And
I got
No.
got some
What?
pizza too.
I'm still stuck on.
Yeah, if you wanted to plant it, you could, because it's got roots too. So,
Holy.
I mean, you don't have to.
Fuzzy wheat.
Don't worry, people at home.
As much as you would expect it to be. Sort of like after you get hit by a car.
It's like that? Yeah.
When did you finish?
Last night at 7 o'clock.
Oh, you didn't have to win the day?
Oh, well, no, I went in today, but I actually finished yesterday. I went in and cleared up the desk.
Did you do a take this and shove it up here?
No.
Not yet.
Used to do that. No, my principal.
I actually have the best year I've had in a long time.
Okay, Len.
Yeah.
What kind of bike do you have?
Same bike.
Same bike?
You just put a hit down on a bike.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Honda Shadow.
That's
750.
I got 1100. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
1140, same year.
Uncle Rich says start on a smaller bike. Uncle Galen says, it'll be fine.
No, 750 is okay. It's going to be heavy anyway.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't that bad. I sat on it in the
Yeah.
dealership.
Mine's 650 pounds. It's a monster.
Yeah.
But
That's big.
Offered 4,000 for it and they're asking 45. So we'll see.
oh, that should be good. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Actually, 4,000. Yeah. Well, it looks like it's okay with you.
Oh, it's in
I paid 45 for mine.
really, really good shape. Like
That was like 8 years ago.
there's some rust on one of the pegs at the back, but just a tiny, tiny little bit.
you can get that. You know, chrome polish with it.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
I was gonna bring mine today, but my wrist tightened up again. Or my hand cramped.
Yeah.
Weird hand cramps over this
I do have to get my license though.
So I'm gonna take the course too.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Definitely. take the course.
That's my plan.
That will save you. That might save you.
Yeah.
I really appreciated the course too.
Yeah.
I said I really appreciated the course too.
You know how to drive a bike though.
What's that?
I just kind of aim mine. I'm not a very good biker.
You didn't take the course, Steven?
I took the course, yeah. I did pretty well on the course, but I know I could do. The course is good for beginners,
Mhm.
but there's 2 levels now. I don't know. These mine have 2 levels, and I should have taken the second one. I was thinking good. But the problem is, the second level you have to bring your own bike, and I don't feel like jumping because they do sharp turns and high speed turns and stuff.
Oh, I did that, yeah. My course had about 30 people in it, and only like 4 of us passed the first test. The first test was you had to counterbalance the bike and steer it in a circle that was exactly the turning radius. So they basically take a bike and hold on to it, walk it around in a circle and put pilings out, right? But then you have to ride the bike in that circle.
Yeah.
The tightest direction it
And
would
I remember doing that, but
Yeah.
it's light bike, so it's different, right?
Well, the other thing was that you have to do it slowly, so it wasn't hard to do with momentum. But by just counterbalancing your weight, only, and it was the only thing I practiced actually. They taught us how to do stuff, and at the end of the lesson, you had to practice some, and I just practiced that one over and over again because I didn't want to have to try and get my bike to the lessons to take my test a second time. So it was kind of essential I passed my test on the first try. And I remember, like, I don't think that the men in the course were the best riders at all, but there was a strange failure rate for that first test, and I don't think a lot of the women in that course were physically heavy enough to get through that first test, which I thought was a little unfair. Because you don't need to do that in real life. It's not a real life skill. They said it was in case we were trying to get around in a parking, but I thought it was unnecessarily hard.
What was your first bike?
RD 400. It was a bad idea.
It was a bad idea, and this is why
Really
Rich
light?
Rich is there with
It was
the.
light, but it basically had the power band of the dirt bike. So basically, it was just all guts.
Yeah.
It was a 400cc engine, but it was also probably around 400 pounds. It's like
Oh,
a
jeez.
mountain bike with a Porsche engine. It's crazy. It's still the world record holder for a two-stroke. For a
Wow.
single.
Hey. Yeah, you can bring it right in. Yeah,
There's
Awesome.
room in the back. There's even a chain you can lock to.
Oh, in here?
there's room. Yeah, there's room.
Awesome.
Do you know where my Brahms is? That Brahms came yesterday?
Oh, I put it. Oh shoot. Oh no, is that the same that we took to the?
No,
Oh.
it's just a pair of Brahms.
I haven't even planned to be here, so.
We have stuff if you want.
Yeah. What do you have?
What do you want?
I have no idea.
There's like canvas pad. There's paper. There's.
Yeah, I just worked longer and I'm like, oh,
Well, thank you.
Might
It's
as well.
very expensive.
apply.
I think it's good too.
It's a Smithville.
That's why.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, yeah. Is there one of those?
Check my hat size.
This?
What can I play with?
What do you think?
Yeah.
Oh, that smells so good, really. Like,
There's lots. There's lots of.
oh, smells good. Do we have like a?
Are you looking for paints?
I don't know.
There's a box of
I'm
watercolors there.
looking for gear as well.
There's also a box of chops. If you'd like.
Charcoal, whatever. I like. I have nothing planned, so this is actually pretty good.
Saddlebags there, I got mine. Chops there.
Yeah, that's a good.
It was really cheap. I knew a place on South Bend. Baltimore Co-op. Was on rubber bands. We have pretty nice jackets.
Do you have some chops?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out which helmet.
Excellent. There's some charcoal.
I don't even know what I'm doing.
That's exciting.
Why?
That's
I haven't
So
done
Yeah.
we did
stuff without a plan. Oh, what's the word?
Big Bird. Big Bird meeting Bob Hope.
Big bird meeting Bob Hope.
And then there was like, oh, it's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I'm part of the legal, so it was good to stay and visit,
I might have
but
to buy
there's
one.
no
Take off the ear protecting things.
Cool.
I have a weird relationship.
And it's an abstract by Randy.
One of those.
depending on how
And
you
then
want.
I'll be watching. Wonderful. Big
I like
Bird
the
of Bob
sunglasses
Hope.
'cause I
Make your own keys and find the lock that goes with it.
It's been a while since I've been here. I forgot how freaking weird the clocks are. How long has it been? Like 5 years,
Yeah.
6 years since I've been here?
Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did
No,
I
it's
take
okay.
your stuff?
No, it didn't. Moving it so it's not away.
Is there a plaque in there?
With those, because I highly recommend.
Do you have any
I have plenty of those.
Have your eraser.
That's why we.
pens?
Yeah,
I
Like,
thought
oh,
we'd
not
save
like
my
a-
goals couple times. I've had
Or an
so
eraser
come off
would be
the truck.
Here, I got a eraser.
I've got 3 pairs currently in my car. I got 2 pairs that work. Those are my
Here,
red
you
wings.
get the ones and see. Thank you. You're welcome.
I had a truck at asphalt once. It's like this big. Car hit it as it was going on the underpass. Flipped it up, came right straight at me. Hit my
Yeah, I
tire,
texted you, but I
bounced
was
off
like,
my tire,
Oh, yeah.
really into these things.
Yeah,
Sorry
no.
to bother.
I know, and I got distracted. I did get back to you eventually, but
Like,
I
I'm
always-
nervous getting this cup.
that's awesome.
Hit my shin, but it would be broken. That's why those things are there.
Do you guys like rent out the studio, like the other room, or do you guys?
We started by renting out space here, but it was just ended up being too like because there's not that much space. It was like we kind of
That's not what happened.
What?
That's not why we stopped renting space.
I didn't even get to the part why we stopped.
Yeah. Just little ones. But
I love you, but sometimes you tell the bullshit stories and stuff. That's not.
yeah.
It just wasn't worth having like because there wasn't really spaces that you could just have for your own because it's so small. I know it's not, but that was one of the things that was like, oh, let's just stop this because it was like,
Case for this hat.
yeah.
Some kind of mounted onto the bike.
Why did we stop having people? Right?
Do you still, do you guys use that room for things?
Oh, we used it all. Like we use the whole space like all the time. Like I usually sew back there. And then all of you started space there, but he's been making art more at home. So then he has stuff there, and
We used to, when we opened the space,
Because I remember there was like station.
at Gorilla House, we rented out kind of parking lot size space.
I don't really like that.
Yeah.
And when we shut down, I had no intention
Shoot
to
stuff
reopen.
on each other.
And
Front off that or that.
How loud is it?
when we first almost reopened on
Not hardly loud, but
McLeod Trail.
Don't worry, yeah.
yeah.
Lots of those tin can cars.
And,
that go by are louder than
Yeah.
It's a sticky online
You want them
conversation
a bit
because
loud?
basically what happened was
because that's what basically that's almost
Cam,
all
who
you
saved their
see when
life,
you're
just
going
came in to
by
decide that
something.
we were going to reopen.
Change.
And I was a little heartbroken because I lost your space.
That's why a lot
And
of
we
people
almost took
drive
over a
on
much,
bikes
much
because
huger space
Safer.
It's hard not to notice.
It's hard not to hear them.
on McLeod Trail. The business plan was to primarily rent 25
I always
studio
take
spaces
extra
out
care
to
whenever
25
I know
artists
there's like a
and
bike near me.
keep
I
doing the
always,
rumbles
like, I'm
or the
changing
art
lanes,
battles,
like,
as we used to call
do
them. But
full on shoulder
strictly
check, like, yes, get
as
inside to see that
a
it's not
fun
in my
promotional
blind
thing, it
spot.
was going to be more of a business based off of
Zip
taking
off
over
somewhere.
space as artists, pulling together, rebuilding the space, and treating it like a community studio space.
Okay.
Definitely dangerous.
Yeah.
It's also
When we reopened this
A lot of
space,
money,
we
yeah.
initially rented the entire space out,
Really?
I find it
For
relaxing. I keep these things
$300 a month.
because I hardly ever ride it.
and if that meant that you got a key and a storage space,
It'll be
you come
less
in and
often
you just
like
find
car
somewhere
in
to
the
work.
summer.
Nobody owned the
That's
work.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's 2 rooms, you can work anywhere.
I remember it. I think I went when I came here when
Here, and it was raining.
And
it was really hot inside.
well, that was the
down.
studio stuff, right?
There's
Not
no
the rumble,
electronics
just-
at all.
And so,
Yeah.
but
No, that's
basically,
my Honda's like, dude.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard. Yeah.
Civic.
we're gonna word this.
It's a 96 Civic.
96 one's I think it's more.
The reason we were renting out studio space was because there was nowhere else to get studio space.
Yeah.
Birth
It's
control.
still the case right now.
Some of the people we rented studio spaces started renting their own studio space.
And he said, "Oh, can I roll up?" I went, "Oh,
And we
sure."
didn't in any way want to compete with them. We're impressed that they're doing things.
Go
Yeah.
all over the place. And
But
you couldn't figure out how to
generally,
talk about it.
as those ideas got diluted, rather than like getting competitive with, you know, people that, you know,
That's so funny.
evolving from
The studio
the things, yeah, well, there's lots of things we've done along the way where we just thought, well, fine, if that's your bread and butter, we'll do something
I
else.
used to make
right?
sounds. Used to-
So we just stopped doing a lot of that stuff, and a lot of that was, it was really hard. Like, it was really hard
Yeah.
when we stopped renting the space, because then it felt like we're being
In
hoarders
one
and keeping it to ourselves.
I can get
But-
about 600 on mine.
Like I
Is it the
remember the
standard?
first year I was renting studio space
I
here.
can get about 600 kilometers on
I
mine.
feel like people were also kind of confused about what we were
My son's
doing with our lives. It's like, I remember one of our tenants phoned me up in the middle of the day while I was teaching. He said, "The toilet was running,"
I do a lot of
and I was
coasting.
like,
That's why
"I'm in soccer." Like,
You're not.
We're good.
Kid drove back to Calgary
I
to
drive pretty hard.
fix the toilet. So it ended up being so much grief that we moved off of the model of renting space and just left that other spaces that were doing that.
Now it's
And
only around 1:30 the whole way there.
for
So
the most part, like there was no hurt feelings or
Yeah, that's pretty good.
frustrations
Better
with
than my
like
motorcycle.
our tenants
Just
becoming our competition.
Yeah.
But I think
to a leader.
sometimes,
And I looked it up to see if that was lower.
like with everything,
Off
uh,
average.
yeah.
you don't know how much is
I
too
was gonna
much
save the money.
until everybody goes out, right? Like if I'm selling apples and there's room for you to sell apples and there's room for somebody else to sell apples, and a fifth person sells
First
apples,
starting to make some
we all go out of
noises, so
business. You sort of find your peaks by saturating the market, right?
half
Yeah.
saving for a Tacoma,
So
half saving for a bike.
that's
and now
that's
I can
why we
afford a
stopped
bike.
renting studio space. Is it got to their feelings with it.
Like half
Just
of
got
that
to where
for
we
the
were
bike.
I was looking at the Tacoma and then I bought
feeling
a Silverado
wounded
instead.
over it, and it was better to
So my brother has
just adapt and
my
adapt
younger
and
brother.
adapt.
My older brother had a Silverado.
But I have heard actually recently in the last
To
week or so, a couple
That
people.
would be my
So
older
you're looking for
brother's.
first- I'm not saying you're looking for serious
gas
but
mileage.
you're the three
Yeah.
people came in here looking for serious space, and they're
Well,
talking about
yeah. Well,
an
that was what.
eight-cylinder.
I have
But,
studio space right now, but it's so out of the working way.
And the other
Yeah.
thing
So that's
was-
why I was like, if you guys are still renting, like
Yep.
this is
Where is it?
literally.
where is
Like,
your
I like
studio
It's
space?
right. It's behind Christine Passing Gallery,
Okay.
500 Collective. So I feel like
Is that part of Christine Parsons' gallery?
sort of not. Like she's one of the owners, so is like so is.
I drove a
Oh,
23 Tacoma.
Anyways. I'm not. It's like it's so far out of the way from me because I don't have a car that it's not like it's. I can still do it, and I try to get out there as much as I can.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if I had a space that was like
They've got a
easily bikeable for me, that would be.
That was the premise of
they're not even out yet.
on the Cloud Trail.
Right.
It was a part of the premise here. It was absolutely the premise of Gorilla House. And
Gorilla House would have been like perfect for me. I live like right there.
yeah, well, Gorilla House was 100% supported by studio space. That was the original concept.
And you had so much space there. It was so nice. And right now it's just like boarded up and shit.
Yeah. Well,
Heartbreaking.
Anyhow, so we put down payment
But it
on
didn't-
last month.
it didn't become
Like,
viable.
the sushi
to be
place is
jockeying
closed?
for
Coming
tenants.
in in October.
Who was it?
No. To some
Then they'll
extent,
tell them what the price is.
we probably would still
Wow.
be doing that
You
if so
don't know what
many
the price
people
is,
was
versus
start
maybe
doing that
close
along
to
the
the
way.
same.
Nobody was doing it when I rented the
Pretty
house.
good.
The reason I opened
Pretty
Gorilla
good
House is because
business
nobody
when
could
you
get a
just
studio
sell it
space.
Well, it's like it's still the case now. Like I don't know how many. I'm only the space that I have right now because I have no other space to go to. I'm on the waiting list on 3 other like
Okay, what?
studios,
Price.
Yeah.
Yep. It's about the same as this
and
hat.
all of them
A
are
little bit
still
more
like
Of the
not.
hat.
ideal in
I
terms
saw
of like
really good
location and
tickets,
stuff. So
House Village.
The only reason those studios are viable is because they have waiting lists. So like if we start competing with those people,
Go back over
then there'll
there.
be less
They
studio
never bought it
space.
for me.
You know what I mean? It's like
well, it's like
Oh,
yeah, like with like
It's just like
most people aren't thoughtful about
had zippers here,
building
pockets,
communities
pockets,
that way.
pockets,
well,
pockets
that's
in
what
the
the
back.
cool thing is. Like every
Yeah.
time you join
Oh, nice.
some sort of
It
like
was like
art
such a
studio
beautiful
collective thing on
Yeah,
their
pockets
thing.
inside, pockets outside.
My main thing is that I want to
It
be
fit me
part of like a
exactly right.
community where it's like
I should've just
maybe
bought that
there's
thing.
mentorship, or I can mentor, or I can
I
learn
regret it.
stuff, or we can
Every
do
time I
stuff
drive by
together, or like learn from each other, right? It's
Store.
never the case. It's me working by myself in a studio.
Even if it was in that case, your community would start splitting off and becoming your competition. That's just
Really?
It was
yeah. I mean, I can't tell you how many people would come in here and be like, "We're going to start a Rumble House somewhere nearby." I'm like, "Why don't you just come to Rumble House?" Like, there's many ideas.
I like the leather jackets.
And actually, we dealt with most of those situations by helping people come up with their own original ideas. What we do.
I had to
You
put
know,
a
so
place up over there.
I'm a little territorial when it comes to like,
I thought I would put a zipper on mine.
and that's maybe a little bit also why. Even if we're doing something and other people started doing it, I'm just like, you guys keep
Well, there's no other place that's like
About a
this.
year, so I put a
Yeah, I think too. It's like we're kind of.
It's very
super heavy-duty metal,
wow.
and I don't know, coffee good.
I mean, it's not like dry sit zippers in price range.
Oh,
10 times 50.
yeah. Well, and then it takes how many weeks to get it put into?
That one, you usually come in yourself, but the zipper is so expensive. Let's go Baltimore.
Oh yeah.
That place.
You know what I
It's
wanted
called Leather Fitness.
A few years ago,
And
the apartment building I lived in
but the seamstress
was really,
So I think that's why there's
empty. And I proposed this idea to them that they should. Because what they were doing was, as people moved out of their suites, they would strip them down and rebuild them. And I was like, if you guys renovated a little slower,
That was one of the.
Renovated what?
as people moved out of their suites, they were renovating.
Yeah.
So half the building was a brand new building, the other half was suite sevens. And what I suggested they do was maybe not be in such a rush to renovate all of them and rent some of the older suites out as studio spaces. So they could have, when a person moved out, instead of stripping the place down and then putting all new stuff in, they could have stripped it half down and then had kind of a bare unit that you would rent an apartment in the building, but you could also rent a reasonably priced studio in the building.
Yeah.
And then I thought what we'd do is start hanging artwork in the hallways and kind of turn it into a art commune.
Go down there with my coworker. We're gonna haul it.
And the previous manager kind of liked that idea, but right when I was coming up with this idea, they changed over managers, and the new manager's just like, "Oh, just write me a proposal on it. You don't even read your email, so I'm not going to take writing a proposal." But in the back of my head, I've kind of had that idea of turning Rumble House into kind of the next stage would be either her Rumble House part, cocktail bar, or her Rumble House part, like apartment commune, where artists would go out there with moves.
You're supposed to help you push up your car.
And
But with the bike, we pushed me and it got into that thing.
I didn't mean to correct you either, Jess. I just
Oh no, I understand.
had a bit of a,
I didn't take it like.
I have a bit of a
Expensive too.
Yeah.
sore spot when it comes to
I saw it at the dealership today. We
some of our other business plans. 'Cause
pitch attachment for a truck that you just
essentially, we just kept trying to make room for more people.
and you're
And other
just
people
sits
just
there.
keep using
On like the
them.
that's what
I don't know if anybody ever intentionally
for a motorcycle.
Yeah, he has a thing that has a stuff.
did anything that they would have thought was.
He drives up and straps it on.
I think
And then
that
pulls it up on the.
people can be kind of thoughtless about,
Well, it was like a side thing, so it was like the tailgate
like,
that was empty, but that's
When I opened Grill House, I was across the street from
Oh, yeah.
Planet Earth.
In with that.
And I walked in to say hello to the guy. He was kind of just really put an art gallery across the street from the art gallery. But like he
Sitting on the
quickly
back.
came to understand that we weren't doing the same thing and it wasn't a competition and we actually facilitated each other quite well. But I would always look around the block to see who else is like we got
Kelly,
an
I hope
espresso
you're
machine. And part of the reason we got an espresso machine was so that I could survive COVID, but it was also like, well, it wouldn't kill us to have an espresso machine at Rumble House. And then around the time that I got an espresso machine, the bookstore turned into a coffee shop, so I just keep my espresso machine in my house, right? Like, I can easily, I worked in a cafe for 10 years, I could easily bring my machine down here and be their competition, but I just don't want to be a jerk, so
It's either them or they're down on the wall.
just don't push it, you know? My kids are free, you know?
It's really weird for me to be working with like no reference photo and no idea what I'm doing.
Freedom!
That's why
Because all I've
we
been
do
doing
this
is
is
like figure drawing for like ever now, and it's like
anytime you get comfortable, you gotta shake things up. That's how I know it's time to try something if I'm comfortable.
I know. So after like the last time I was here, I'm like, I haven't been here. Like when I saw that Jess was putting the sign out and I was riding by, and I'm
Yeah.
like, it's been like 4 or 5 years since I've been here, and I'm like,
Not regular 5 years, that was pandemic.
yeah, well,
Nobody went anywhere for 3 years, so.
it's true.
I keep trying to explain to the teachers I work with that they're all in shock, you know, like they're all confused about why they have stiff necks. I'm like, well, because we're 100% in PTSD these days. Let us not pretend that the world didn't just end.
See if I can find
But if you're thinking of opening a studio, let me
It's
know,
like,
and I'll sit down and tell you everything I know.
I don't want to open a studio. I just want to have a studio. That's the difference. I want to just have a place to like draw and paint and not worry about shit. And maybe have other people there. I don't want to run it.
Yeah,
And kind of like times.
It's like
you kind of have to though.
it's like I do figure like the long toes figure drawing and I organize that like once a week and that's more than enough. Like that's as much organizing as I want to do. Like
I'm just stealing these and you can take them back. Anytime you want.
I'm still in brand new ones. I have a couple brand new ones.
No, I'm just- I put all my stuff in the back and
I hope that didn't seem negative, by the way, what I said about the
never about what?
studio space.
Oh no. It's like every time I get into a studio space, it's never what I want. And it's like, and then practicing on my own in my own space is not what I want either. So I just don't know what it is I'm looking for. You know, I want the collaborative, but at the same time, it's like
No, I was Jane. Oh.
it's never what I'm looking for. There's like politics involved, and egos, and
There's a few along the cloud.
weirdness, and just. I just want to paint.
Yeah.
I want to fucking paint and draw in a space that's nice, and I have my plants around me, and
aww.
I don't have to worry about shit, and I like the people around me. That's all I want.
Sounds simple.
That's all I want. I don't want to do anything else. And it sounds simple, but it's so hard. I've been looking. How many studios? I've been in Motion Gallery. I've been in Neverland. And now I'm at 500 Collective.
Yeah.
It's like
Maybe that is it. Because they always have to say
Never.
everything you drive by it.
Never what I wanted.
Galen, Galen, I'm really sorry for interrupting, and I'm horrible at asking for things. Would I be able to have a little container of water for my cage? I'm like,
I suppose you could.
I'm
Have a
sorry.
nice evening.
Thank you. You too. Nice seeing you, Thomas.
Thank you. It's always nice to come here.
Yeah, it's nice to see you. Take care.
Actually, we
You
even
guys
had,
want a piece of pizza? Do you want me to
Thank
bring
you,
you a piece of
Galen.
pizza?
No, thank you.
I even had anxiety about, because we started figure drawing in 2011 or 2012. And going back to figure drawing, I was concerned that maybe we're biting on somebody's turf. Because we always did figure drawing on Thursday nights, and I hadn't looked around to see if anybody else had started doing it on Thursday nights since we stopped.
I don't think anyone does Thursday nights. Maybe like Wednesday. Maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Ever since like COVID, mine's not even open to the public. It's just like 5 friends come together and I kind of.
Get the model
Get a model.
organized. Yeah,
It's not even like and most people like to do short poses, but these 5 people all like myself love
Yeah.
3-hour poses.
Yeah, see, that's what you got to do. I was thinking
So I
about
just-
Kelly the other day.
So I was just like, you know, I'm just gonna rent a model, like hire a model and
Yeah.
pose for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
And then that's all we do. Like sometimes they're like, do you do warm ups? No.
I
Do
know.
you do anything? No. Just straight on. It goes straight into like the 3-hour pose. But it's fun. It's not for me. It's not even like getting a likeness. It's like to disappear for 3 hours into like
Yeah.
mark making.
Yeah,
You know what I
totally.
mean? It's not even like I don't know. It's
It's
like
really-
meditative.
100%. Yeah.
Because like when I find with the short poses, I'm stressed.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking stressed out.
Trying to
It's
get
like, I
everything.
got 2 minutes, and I'm trying to
Yeah,
grind out
yeah,
all
yeah.
these images, or like
Yeah.
5 minutes, 6 minutes, and you're trying to time yourself. With 3 hours, you get to pace yourself.
You can just go
You
into
just
your
sort
yeah.
of like
go into another
putter
zone.
around and chill. If you make a mistake, that's okay.
Mhm.
Just try it again. And it's just I don't know. So it's like when some of my friends were like, well, can you do like maybe a warm up before? And I'm like, no. Like if you want to warm up, just hire your own model. I just want to.
Well, and there's so many places, like you said, that do shorter poses that you can go. You can kind of choose the space you can go to then, and then you get what you like. Like it's-
Exactly. I'm like,
Yeah.
like it's not even to get like a really long likeness. It's for me is to get into that meditative zone
Space, yeah.
where all I am is looking and mark making, and not even really thinking about anything else.
That's really nice.
And it's hard for me to do that when it's like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever
Mhm.
the pose is.
No, that's totally nice. Do you think, Rich, what's your ideal time for figure drawing?
What, sorry?
What's your ideal time for figure drawing?
I'm different.
No, I know, that's why I'm asking.
I'm up for anything, but what I wanted to do, and I think I talked to Mark about this a while ago, and I think he might have tried it, I don't know. But I wanted to do a constant moving figure drawing movie where the model doesn't stop, just slowly moves her.
Like slowly moving,
That's kind of
dancing.
inspired to maybe combine that with burlesque. We had like
Oh, we've done that where there's like a burlesque dancer, and then we would sort of like draw every little bit. That's really cool, Rich.
Did you do that with Mark?
I did that with Mark.
Yeah, Mark and I talked about that. And actually, Mark's
Do
really
you
good
want
at
me to
getting
pin
things,
that up, my love? Do you want me to?
Mark's really good at getting things done because right before he left for Mexico,
Are
I
you
called
done?
him up and asked him if he ever did any nocturnal,
There's a bunch on
planners.
on the desk.
and he was like, "No, but that's a great idea." And then for the last year, he's been doing these nocturnal plein airs, and I'm so jealous.
Not
Of
right
what?
away.
Nighttime plein air painting.
Oh yeah. In Mexico City.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like is he here right now?
He's on his way back.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do downtown.
Yeah. Oh, I went to one of his trips. It was so good. I'm actually going back to Mexico for Guanajuato again, but not with Mark. I'm going October 25th.
Have you talked to him?
Not yet.
Because I think he might have been renting out their house.
No, I was actually the person who was gonna rent his house to, but I
That's what I meant. Yeah.
I pulled out last minute because of finances. But it was like I love his house so freaking
Yeah,
much.
that's pretty neat. And supportive as well.
Yeah.
Actually, Mark turned his house in Calgary to a pretty decent collective studio.
It's so beautiful. And there's like, I know it was my dream to live in his house, and then I got everything lined up, and then the person I was supposed to move in with, like,
Do you mean his
failed.
house in Mexico or his house in Calgary?
Calgary.
Oh, because no, but they were leaving a house alone in Mexico to they were put somebody to settle it.
I'm not going to Mexico City. I'm going
Oh.
to Guanajuato.
Right.
I'm staying with one of the artists that he introduced us to there.
Oh, yeah.
He's a printmaker, and he has also 2 properties that he rents out, like rooms in, like these houses from like 1500s or castles or whatever. And
Nice. That's why I'm covered in bitumen.
so I'm gonna stay there, and I wanted to go there because Cervantino is happening, which is the world's largest performance arts festival. So everybody from the world, from like France, there's nobody actually from North America that goes to it. They always go to just PV and like they go to resorts.
Yeah.
But if you go to Guanajuato, all the people that you meet there that are tourists are from Europe or from everywhere else.
That's
in the world,
super cool.
but not Canada and not the
It's an acronym
United
that's
States.
up for the sea.
So I was like gonna go there for Cervantino to see, like, because every time I went there with Mark, when I went there with Mark, it was to skirt Cervantino because everything's booked during Cervantino because everybody books up the entire place.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, this time I'm gonna go for
For
Cervantino.
it. Oh, that's nice.
So I'm taking the last week of Cervantino, which is like music and theater and dance and opera and everything. And
That
then
sounds so nice.
after that, I was gonna do, since I was gonna be there at the end of October, I was gonna take in Day of the Dead as well. So I was gonna do Cervantino Day of the Dead
Oh
in
my
Mexico
god.
this year. So that's my plan.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
I know, I'm so excited. So excited.
Pitch black.
How do you know what you're doing? Like, how do you see what you're doing?
Feel the feel. That's your eyes.
That's
Your eyes in the water. You can see there, that's all the bitumen.
Yeah.
So we had a bunch of dyes in there, so the suit was covered. So we spent today like pressure washing, scraping, scrubbing with simple green and other chemicals.
Yeah.
Just to try to get the bitumen off. Yeah, most of it off.
Every time you said bitumen, I wanted to say, hey, watch your mouth.
Like the, yeah, just black. Just like your hands are covered and then you like touch your face or something. Yeah, you like adjust your airflow. And you wash your face and it just the bitumen soaks across it. Yeah. It's so hard to get off sticky stuff. I think it's so sticky. I've ruined a pair of overalls with it. Company ones, so.
Oh, that's what they're like.
I need to think of something I should draw.
That's a pretty easy plan.
I love your.
Look at him.
No,
He's like when the cat brings home
I
squirrel
know,
for you.
I know.
He's like,
I
I brought
love
you some skulls.
I love him so
Well, you didn't want these? Did I do it bad again?
Who else? Like a fox?
Well, that's an example.
It's not very powerful, so
Yes.
I didn't really do much other
Yeah,
than move
yeah.
the
I
post.
just remembered like.
That's so that it doesn't spray back at them.
Yeah. Let me know before you go, and I'll.
I'll probably fit it in
It's got
my
like a
pad.
salt in it. It's car wash.
We'll see at the end of the night.
Yeah, we have to use an actual pressure walker to get it off, and it still didn't fully work. It's nasty. I'll try that. Great. Camp is really nice.
Yeah.
Private bathrooms.
What?
Private bathrooms, which is incredible for camps. Makes it like basically a resort.
Changed, I guess.
No, they haven't. That's an outlier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's a couple guys, it was their first camp job, and I was like, this is a bad example. Because they're never this nice. They had a full-size basketball court, a golfing simulator, a full-size workout area, like a lifting and cardio area. Arcade section. No.
I got a strange question. Am I supposed to be doing anything right now?
You're just supposed to be happy.
You want to rub my feet?
Yeah, I really do, but I'll pass.
I'm sorry. You know, you're being so nice, and I turned it into something creepy.
No, I like that. You know me.
I feel like he's still coming after 12 years.
We watched the second Blade Runner yesterday, and I really enjoyed it. And it's funny because I think that a lot of people didn't like it, right?
It was different. My wife didn't like it as much as I did.
It would suck if it was the same film.
Yeah, if it was the same, it's a different show. It's a different plot, right?
Why didn't you like it?
I don't know. Probably because Harrison Ford wasn't
He was.
Was he? In the second one?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just didn't like it much. I don't remember it very well, actually. Didn't make a lasting impression on me. I couldn't tell you what the plot was.
That was part of it. Is we just watched it, and I would say I liked it quite a bit more the second time I saw it. I didn't dislike it the first time, but I was kind of like mystified, like what's happening going on. I was kind of waiting out. Well, the other thing is I didn't have any preparation that it was coming. Like I didn't have a sense of like, oh, I can't wait till Blade Runner 2 comes out. It was just like not part of my life for 20 years, and then all of a sudden, what? And then I also kind of think of Ryan Gosling as a kid, so it's like
Jazz,
Yeah.
made a charcoal mess on your seat.
Oh, that's totally fine. We gave you the charcoal.
I'm like, I forgot charcoal.
Send him the
runs.
driver.
You're totally fine. We armed you with the charcoal.
I'm like
Easy.
so dirty. I don't even get this dirty doing figure drawing.
It's nice though.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm much more controlled with the bigger drawings, so.
Do you usually work bigger than that or smaller?
18 by 24 is usually what I work on. So this is like the normal size. It's just I'm not working from a reference and I'm not working with an idea in my head. So this is kind of weird for me. I'm a planner. I usually have things planned to the exact like proportion and like composition.
I never think about anything when I paint it. I sometimes come at a blank canvas with sort of an idea, like maybe I'll paint a tiger today. And mostly my hands just make it before my eyes, and I'm usually pretty mystified. Like, hey,
I still get mystified when I draw something that looks like what I'm drawing. Like
Yeah.
it's been like so long, and I still like.
do you ever
it's
have
like,
the moment
is
where
this
it
like
looks
magic?
more like
Yeah.
looks more like the drawing than you thought you were capable of? Like, whoa, that's pretty good, but that must have been luck.
Yeah, and then I look at it like 2 hours later, and then I want to burn it.
I'm often surprised at what my hands can do.
I only feel that way while I'm doing it. Afterwards, all the other shit comes into play, and then I can't look at it for a while.
Someone hurt you when you were young. There's no 5-year-old on the planet that doesn't think they're a great singer, dancer, and artist. You know? You teach them when you shame themselves and to judge themselves and hate themselves sometimes.
Like I still like. I mean, I battle like imposter syndrome like so much. It's like I've been doing like design for like most of my life, like graphic design. And I've been doing like art stuff for as long as I can remember. And it's been part of my life like for so much, like a large part of my life. And I still feel like someone's gonna find out I've been faking all this time and like throw me out of the club.
You want to like empathize with real imposter syndrome? Take a look at me. And take a look at my wife.
No.
One day she's gonna clue in.
My God, just your embroidery stuff is like insane. I look at it and I'm like, it's so good.
I'm so excited for summer so I can get back into it. I've just been like coveting this bag full of all of my supplies. I'm like, I will come to you, my precious. Because
Actually,
it
I have a
takes.
funny story to tell you about how pretty my wife is, Jesse. Are you ready?
Sure.
So there's this one kid at school that causes a lot of problems for everybody but me.
Yes.
And I don't actually teach him, so it's kind of cute that we get along.
Yeah.
He's kind of a jock. And, like, I don't know. I think, like, his friends kind of were jocks and didn't really love being in my class when they were younger. But now, like, he's like a guy that I don't have to fight with. Kind of like the
Right.
dog and the sheepdog and the coyote in Bugs Bunny.
Mhm.
So he comes to talk to me a lot. And one day, not too long ago, I'm on
Did you get it?
supervision.
It keeps crawling on my
I
foot.
just slapped myself in the knee for no reason.
Be glad it wasn't a fight.
The real knee slapper's going after Rich now.
That fly wants to die.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Tempting.
Keep telling your story.
Yeah, so this kid comes outside at lunch one day and he just had this snack. He's like, "Do you want this muffin? We made you a muffin, Mr. Taylor." And I was like, "No, man, I don't eat sugar anymore." So he's like, "You don't eat sugar? Like, what the hell?" I was like, "No, like, I stopped eating sugar and I'm really happy." And he tried like 15 different ways to say it was crazy to him that I stopped eating sugar and I needed to not worry about what I looked like and just enjoy life, which was such a great message.
Aww.
Aww.
But then I kept explaining to him, like, no, like, I actually just like my life better without sugar. And then finally I pulled my phone out and I go, "Look at my wife." And he's like, "Okay, for that reason, I guess that makes sense."
Like, leave me alone.
He's like, "Okay, I get it. I've seen your wife. I get it, Mr. Taylor." He goes, "But she should just love you for
I do.
her." And I go, "Yeah, but I don't want people, like, look at me standing next to her and thinking should be one of that guy. Like, you make a good point.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, you make a
Do
good
that for 30.
30? Okay, beautiful.
How are you?
Oh my God, I still remember when we were at that gala, the thing, and you came out in that freaking 1930s, like
The
freaking
The red dress.
No, it wasn't the red. It was
Feathers.
like no, it wasn't even the this was like the flapper one.
Oh yeah, the beads.
Oh, those
Yeah.
things. I'm like, yeah.
I love you guys. You're so sweet.
I'm like, oh my God. I was like, I always knew, like, I always thought, oh my God, Jess is like so beautiful. And then you came out in that, I'm like, okay. Okay. I can like die happy. Like, she's like so fucking beautiful.
Oh.
Annoying.
I know, right?
You guys are so sweet.
Have you ever seen Rich in spandex?
Have you ever seen me in spandex?
No, I'm just making that up. I had a friend who, you know, the biker pants, right? The
Yeah.
biker pants.
Yeah.
He used to come down to the martial arts school and he'd come down and be like, stand in the doorway pose. Because he knew how bad he looked.
Did you have spandex?
Oh, never.
I had a motorcycle mechanic that used to do all of his mechanic work in a pair of black tights. Now, I'm sure in his mind he looked like somebody from the WWF. But to me, he looked like the factory girl. What's her name?
And you said it?
Yeah, he looked like he said in ballet dancing. It was really weird. And I was super uncomfortable around him. Like, you could put pants on. Those pipes get pretty hot, man.
Why would he do that? So he didn't.
It was to do with his flexibility. He had more flexibility in the spandex exercise
I
band.
guess the biking ones are for air resistance.
Well, this guy was not a guy that ever exercised. Right? Like, it was like,
That would be
and I don't mean to be like
Yeah.
body shaming, you know, but it was like I really was worried that he was going to burn himself on the pipes. I have like a fear of motorcycles and people that don't dress for motorcycles. That would include fixing them.
You know, with people that don't wear armor on, every time I see someone like on a motorcycle without armor, I'm like,
Yeah.
I
Or
don't-
I
don't
know
know.
enough people that either got road rash or got burnt from
Yeah.
the thing, and it's like,
I'm pretty good at wearing my leathers on a motorcycle, and then I see these like people on Vespas. And to tell you the truth, a lot of those scooters are going fast enough that they should probably be wearing something that when they bail, and I know they haven't bailed yet because they'd be wearing better equipment.
Yeah.
But when they bail, they'll be leaving a large majority of their skin
On the sidewalk.
And just because you have a lower CC on a moped or a Vespa, crash a motorcycle at 7 kilometers per hour and you're just basically coasting above the ground. It doesn't start hurting until you start tumbling. Now, if you hit something, you're going to die either way. But the part where your skin starts to peel off happens when you slow down to about 50 to 30 kilometers per hour. 70 kilometers per hour, you're just scooting above the ground, not even touching it.
Sounds like experience.
how do you know all that?
I crashed my
Jesus.
first motorcycle 3 times in the first season.
Wow.
In
That's
many
like-
different
You
situations.
basically have to crash. Don't
You have to
you?
crash.
I don't know anyone that hasn't.
No, and I was curious about crashing. So that was part of the problem.
Did you crash on purpose?
No, but the first time I crashed, I was coming off of Glenmore onto Blackfoot, and there was a really tight corner that went into the turnoff for Blackfoot, and the car in front of me slowed down, and you know they tell you in the motorcycle lessons you can't really stop while you're turning. So I tried to swing wide, and my tire caught the curb and it went soaring off the motorcycle into a ditch. But it was like the turn was a really tight
Yeah, I
turn,
know where
and
it
then
is.
there's a look. From the sky, it would have looked like not a traffic
Berm.
circle. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I soared like 20 feet like Superman, like this. And then it took a roll, and it that landed in some really soft swampland almost. Like it wasn't wet, but it was like just soft, like I want to say
Moss.
what's that called?
Muscade.
Muscat. Yeah, it was like muscat. And I remember I had an open mat knife in my pocket because I was going to repair a sign. And
God,
I didn't even perforate the pocket of my jacket.
I had an open mat
No.
knife.
It was like it felt like the sensation of pole vaulting when I landed in the pit. It was like an enjoyable thrill, and I was like, that wasn't scary at all.
Okay.
And then what happened was it imprinted in my head that crashing wasn't scary,
Oh, jeez.
and it took 2 more crashes to prove myself wrong. The second crash really stung, and I was like, man, that wasn't fun like before at all. And the third crash, I got really mad.
That was it's like amazing that
It
you're
wasn't
alive.
fun like last time.
I'd be worried about my bike.
I kept breaking the same piece off. I kept breaking off the rear indicator.
That's all.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's pretty lucky.
Have you seen my bike? There's one for sale. A 1977 RD400. I feel like Facebook Marketplace is one.
I think I have seen.
You know, you have like nightmares about that motorcycle that shouldn't have sold. It's on sale in Facebook Marketplace. Highly reasonably priced. You know Zach Lau?
Yes.
I loaned my motorcycle to Zach Lau for a few years and he fixed it. So it needed some repair work that I couldn't afford. I just straight up loaned it to him.
Is he still around and haven't like?
He's around, yeah. I loaned him. It cost quite a bit more than I thought it would cost. I had to keep it for an extra year.
You know where you put it?
What?
Where did you take it or you fix it?
The motorcycle?
Mhm.
His wife is riding it.
No, like
Where
where
did you fix it?
I have the
Oh, yeah.
I have the
Why do you need him to?
I was thinking of taking mine to. There's a place in Millerville that's supposed to be really good. I just want to get.
There's a pretty decent guy. I only know this because it's where my motorcycle shop was. A lot of people know this because they've been there. But it was kind of near, I would call it near the other side of Chinook Mall. But I've heard a lot of people describe it as where the French Maid used to be. I know why I'm so shy about saying that, but that's where my other motorcycle guy was. And he's really decent. The only thing is it was such a grind to get my motorcycle there.
Is that the one you took it?
I think you and I brought it there a few times. Maybe a few times.
you and I.
Like basically if I got it into the shop I had to push it there.
Can't remember where that. That's weird. I don't know where that was. It was. I thought that was near. Is it near Valley Village?
Yeah.
Okay. That's the guy you talked about the graffiti.
I did some graffiti repair for him in the back.
Yeah. Because it was along the train line.
Yeah.
Is that the same guy?
That's not the guy who fixed it last. Zach had a guy that came and picked it up.
I was going to say, because I remember you taking it through, and I remember him not fixing it.
It wasn't. There's sort of like a break-in period where you're kind of getting lots of good support, and then after a while you're like, this guy will pay for anything. I really think not being able to fix your own motorcycle is a good reason to not having a motorcycle.
I could probably do what I want. I want to put a tracing on, but I have to get it. But I kind of want it tuned up, and I really wouldn't know how to do that. It's, you know, to check the rods.
He's a pretty nice guy. I bet
Yeah.
you could trust him.
Ill-fated Customs is the one that
Oh, yeah.
Zach took it
The
to.
one Zach took it to.
Ill-fated custom.
Ill-fated customs with a K.
How are you? I think I brought too much pizza.
That's okay.
We'll find homes for it.
Yeah. I figured I owed you two. 'Cause I haven't-
Yeah, just sort of like playing. I don't. I usually just.
I drank it on my ear.
Trying to
You don't,
remember what I.
you don't sugar anymore. I
Which
owe
is
you
very
before you-
hard.
I don't even crave
I'm
sugar.
like,
I'm kind of hoping
When I
to do some
first
training
gave up
this summer.
sugar, what's that?
Some real training this summer.
Martial arts.
So,
Well, I've been exercising my whole life. And then all of a sudden, all at once, exercise didn't seem to help. So, on top of being really active and exercising a lot, I gained 30 pounds. And then I said to Jess, like, we just need to do something.
Yeah.
And we changed her diet, and I lost 30 pounds. And I feel so much better. Can you put this on me?
I can't imagine giving up sugar. I'm having a hard time. How's- Oh, yes.
I know.
Sorry.
What a horrible thing.
I took about 7 boxes going today to sort through. So I could be ready for next year.
Where's your water?
Oh,
Let's call it,
no, there,
let's
there,
call it
there.
our water.
As far as I know, it's over. It was a long year. I think it's one of the longest years
Is that third row? Did I buy that?
Yeah,
I really like that.
yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to put it there. I was just putting stuff to the back.
The rest of it. Public school.
Yeah.
They have a 2-week spring break, so they go to.
8:26.
You're kidding. I finished at 8. The, what do you call it? Minotaur? And then I did that at 26.
Yeah.
We should put up slide.
Here, Rich. Gonna get fresh water.
Oh, yeah.
I thought they didn't know what to do with the damn kids. So they just all over there at Wildwood School.
Yeah.
And they're out there sorting through rocks. I'm gonna be looking for bugs.
We used to go, to that part equity. And we took samples from the river and they came back. River water. That was really some pretty good. That's drinking water that's like. We went there once, it was for water wonders, and they were taking down, and they had to carry, 3 year ducks, 3 or 4 year ducks back to the school, which is what they do. And then that taught them what it was like to not have fresh water. Yeah. And then, the police come up, they walked off the whole school. Firefighters came up, and they were showing off the river. They're like, you could get both of them driving around, showing off the kids. I felt bad for them, but at the same time, it was rather fun. They don't have that before. Yeah, shop around definitely.
Yeah,
There's a lot of bracelet fishes.
I've been looking a lot on like Facebook and Kijiji and other dealerships and stuff like that.
You gotta try them on.
Did you
Yeah.
talk to the people?
Well, I started out stronger, and then I focused on something, and then I.
I mean, they got nice ones. But I mean, as soon as they put the name on it, you can something.
Good night, Kelly.
That's what you got.
Are we gonna turn off? So find the pictures on page 527 and then find us again at 9.
First, and then I saw my name, and then I saw the price, like, that was nice.
Like looking at art and seeing anything made is even better.
My brother had the art.